Hey everyone, ImaGUNN here again, and this is the third part. So after you go down, you have to find the lantern floating, and you throw a grenade at it.
Pick up the lantern. I'm sure it is harmless enough.
You actually have to cook the grenade, otherwise you will not hit it. Anyways, after you knock the lantern down, go pick it up, and you should get this from Richtofen.
Departed souls leave residual energy in their wake. This energy must be used to fuel the lantern.
Departed soul. That means you gotta go back through the witch's house. It's not actually clear how many witches you have to kill. It's around 10 or so. Don't quote me on that. I don't actually know the exact amount. But you go through, and every time you kill one, you should hear this.
It's also perfect. I advise you to
So after every time you kill a witch, you will hear this ping. And after 10 or so, you'll get Richtofen talking about what to do next.
Listen carefully, my son. The lantern is full of juicy cold juiciness. Oh! You must use its power to show you the way. So sorry, I'm being cryptic again. Basically, I'm telling you to go shine its light on stuff.
Now, time to shine its light. From there on, you have to go to the saloon. On top of the saloon, no, you gotta go to the saloon and jump on top of the gunsmith house. You can do it from any way, you can take it from any way, but you have to go to a little icon that is shown on top of the gunsmith house. Once you get to the gunsmith's house, you walk up to it, and it's like you're building anything else. You put the lantern on it. So as we jump across, you see the little symbol, and this happens.
All this talk of energy is so vague, yeah? It's best not to worry about it. Just think of the big ones. Positive and negative. North and south. Light and dark. Good and evil. Anyway, cheer up. It's all good. You just need to shear the right area with fresh zombie blood. Oh, it's so fresh.
Anyways, from there, what you have to do is we actually have to go and look at something called the tic-tac-toe cipher, which will actually be on the screen right now. And what this is this corresponds to the diagram on the wall. So if you have the top left corner, it would be ABC. So if it's the third one on the top left corner, it would be C for consumption cross. And it would go through the entire thing, basically mapping out like a big tic-tac-toe board. So as you can see, the top one is actually G. So what you do is go A, B, C, D, E, F. G would be the first one in the third row. So the second row would be C, consumption cross. So far it's groundbiter pits, consumption cross, and the last one is actually bone orchard vein. And what that means is those are the signs that you actually have to hit in order using galvanuckles. If you don't hit them with galvanuckles, you will not get the wisp. So here we go. I'm actually on my way now to hit the first sign. So the first sign is groundbiter pits. Just have to double check that real quick. And so basically easy way to get there is from the saloon, go up, turn left, and jump across. Turn right, turn down, and actually in front of you here is consumption cross. So after you pass quick revive, you keep going. This is actually a really long part because it's running back and forth. So the first sign is actually groundbiter pits. You hear a little noise and it will start to glow. I don't actually show it there, but when I come back to it, you'll see it glowing. So now what I'm doing is I'm actually heading back to consumption cross, and I gotta hit that one next. Then bone orchard vein is actually above the town hall, I believe. See how that's lit? It's just above town hall at the end of here. So once you hit it, you'll get this.
What's this calls it a wisp? It's really just a ball of life force imprisoned in its place for all eternity.
Anyways,
It is probably best not to dwell on what it really is. It will make you so sad.
Okay, what you actually have to do is you actually have to run through every time you see the Wisp. The Wisp can spawn in multiple areas, but I'll actually put those in the description and talk about them in a minute. But once you get to the last part, you go up and you punch it. The other place it can spawn is Top or General Store. It can spawn up in the Gunsmith. It can spawn Candy Store. It can spawn Saloon, the Barn, above Juggernaut. It can be in the halls. It can be next to Quick Revive. It can be anywhere. Anyways, what you want to do is bring a zombie here, and this is what actually happens. Alright, now you gotta do that for more. You gotta kill multiple zombies here every time they get touched by the Wisp. So we actually have to start a new round, and I believe Screamo here gets a little bit trigger happy and just goes and start killing them. You actually have to wait for every zombie to be touched by the Wisp before you can kill it for it to count. If you don't, then you're just killing zombies pointlessly. So after about, I want to say, 5 or 6 zombie kills that have been touched by the Wisp, you should actually get a little indicator telling you to start the next step.
That was a close one, right? Find the switch to turn it on. Okay, Sammy, I don't want you to get upset over it, but it seems that somewhere along the way, we accidentally tore TMG in the fabric of time and space. Like I said, it's nothing to worry about. But you need to cross your own timeline in order to put things right. Just detonate the tiny bomb near the guillotine, and everything will be hunky-dory.
And that's actually why we needed the time bomb. Because with the time bomb, you put it right in the center of the guillotine, and on the last few seconds of the round, just before it goes into the new round, you activate the time bomb, and you should go into round. Actually, what I'm doing now is I'm actually showing everyone where their actual spots are of where they need to look. Because once you actually get into Round Infinity, you actually need to find your own bodies. So you're looking for Misty, you're looking for Rustman, you're looking for Martin, and you're looking for Stuhlinger. On one of the bodies, you will find a switch. The switch is essential, and you need it for the next step. It is part of the Easter egg. And in Round Infinity, you can actually not kill any zombies. It's actually impossible, which is why we needed the monkeys. Monkeys are very useful because they will get the zombies away from you for you to actually be able to get the switch. So, as you saw, Screamo and Amber Ninja are actually getting the left side. I will actually have a full list of every location that they can spawn in the bottom. Once we get to next to the guillotine, kill that zombie, activate it, and we should get this.
Welcome to your future. Now hurry and find the switch. Ironically enough, we do not have much time.
Alright, so now we've actually broken off into our groups. So immediately, I'm throwing monkeys, Screamo's throwing monkeys. We're trying to get these zombies away from us. So me and Azzurri, we actually have the candy shop and over by the church and town hall. Screamo and Amber Ninja have the gunsmith, the alleyway, the hidden room where all the Navcar tables are. They have Leroy's cell, and they have just outside the general store. So Amber Ninja actually misses hers because she runs right past it on the middle of the alleyway, and so I actually go and search all the bodies, and I actually find the switch. And unfortunately, I do get down getting the switch, but don't worry, if you get down and you found the switch, you still keep it, but you have to go pick it back up from where you got down.
Eternally grateful for the next few seconds, anyway.
So I'm actually going to look for it now. As you tell Rick top of the police, so that means you've done it correctly. So now we're trying to find it. I've walked past it a couple of times. I'm going back and forth down that alleyway, just trying to find this. I miss it once or twice, and then finally, as I'm hugging the right wall very, very carefully, I actually managed to pick it up, and it goes in my inventory. Once you pick it up, you then head back to the guillotine and you have to attach it just like building everything else. Once you attach it, you should get this from Richtofen.
So many puzzles, so many games. Where do they come from?
We're getting bored!
Maxis does this all the time. He will push you as far as he can, following his own ridiculous rules. Only to cast you aside like you steal. I won't do that to you, you stupid jerk. I like you too much. Now be a good boy and run along to the maze.
So now we gotta head to the maze. So back to the witch's house, everyone. Alright, I'm gonna leave this one here and I'll upload and put everything in the next part.